Hi, my name is Natalie, and I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, and PTSD when my daughter was 9 months old. For me, I had a lot of vomiting, a lot of diarrhea, which I thought I was just getting sick. Normal sickness, that comes with traveling on public transportation. But it turned out that every time I got sick, it was connected with something to do with my daughter, taking her to the doctor, taking her to music class, taking her to the playground, simple things that I normally could do, but all of a sudden I was incapable of doing them. So I spent a lot of nights sleeping on the couch with a bucket next to me, with so I could vomit, and next to the toilet so I could be sick. So my husband also noted that I was also a little bit mean to him. I was having very erratic mood swings, crying a lot about ridiculous things. I got water on the floor of the shower, and I lay there sobbing like uncontrollably, like somebody had just died, because I got water on the bathroom floor. Now, I knew that something was really wrong when we flew home to visit my family in New Jersey. We were living in France, in Paris. So we flew home for Christmas, and I woke up the morning of the flight and I was sick. Vomiting, diarrhea, everything. I flew up the entire plane ride, and then the day that we woke up to come home to Paris, same thing. And I said, you know what? This isn't normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. So I made an appointment with my doctor when I got home. And basically, I was diagnosed and put straight on medication. Now, medication doesn't solve everything. I have been doing a lot of work, talking to a lot of people, trying to get as much exercise as I can, trying to make sure that I have time for myself every day, which is a huge thing, and a really hard thing, I'll tell you that. I also had huge resentment to my daughter when it came to breastfeeding. I felt like every time it was time to feed her, I hated it. I didn't want to do it, and I couldn't produce enough milk, so it made it even that more challenging. I was very hard on myself. I felt guilty. I couldn't do things right. I wasn't a good mom. So we ended up giving my daughter formula, which is totally fine. And the first day we started giving her formula, I felt instant relief, like a huge boulder had been lifted off my shoulders. And I think she was 3 months, or 4 months. Everything is a blur. It was the longest. People say that first year flies by. Longest year of my life. Now, she'll be 2.5 in October. I'm still taking medication. I'm still dealing with a lot of residual things from her birth. I'm terrified to have another child. My husband wants one. I'm not sure if I can do it ever. Ever. That's something I need to work on in therapy. But I'm also okay with just having one. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to hear and to talk to other people and to know that, like, I mean, it's not normal, but it kind of is normal to go through these things. You don't want to be a statistic, but hey, We are, and there's a lot more of them of us out there. So I hope anyone listening to this who's feeling down, who's throwing bottles across the room, might have done that a few times, who's crying on the bathroom floor because of whatever reason, you're not alone. I've been there. I have friends that have been there. And you know what? We're not crazy. We are just surviving.